Hey guys, I'm in Suburban Station right now. I'm gonna do a little video. I'm about to do a little studying before I head to work. I want to get there around like 5. I don't want to get there too early. They really appreciate me as a worker because my manager was like, we only had to send you home early because we didn't want you to exceed past your hours. So they want me to work. They know that I'm going to give them 110%. And they respect just my work ethic there. They respect the fact that, I'm there to work. I'm never on my phone. I'm never sitting around talking. And anytime she asks me to do something, I do it. And I do have a little crush on my boss. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah. Anyway, from my last video, I wanna reach. I guess I'll put these back on. I wanna reach a lot of kids. Maybe, well, not really kids, but anybody struggling with their sexuality. I want to reach them because I don't want them to make the same mistakes as I did. Because their lifestyle is perverted. It's disgusting. I'm only saying this now because I'm reading the Bible more. I'm closer to God, and I understand how wicked it is. The only comment that I really appreciate when I was engaging in that, it was this lady. I'll try to find it, but she commented on my video. Hold on.
20, level 2, Chestnut Hill East, next to arrive on track 1.
So she commented on my video. This is like almost 2 years ago. She commented on my video, and I remember she said, because I don't delete like comments. And I never like take.
Attention all Chestnut Hill East passengers. The schedule 320. Local to Chestnut Hill East. We'll board on track number 1, section B. Please note the change and boarding location. All Chestnut Hill East passengers. The schedule 320.
So I don't take videos down. I just talk over this. So I don't take videos down for a reason. I don't believe in deleting, because this is the internet, guys. Nothing you do is deleted. Everything is up forever. Nothing is erased like forever. But she commented on my video and she said that gay men are usually sexually molested. They have bad relationships with their fathers. I'll find her comment, but she said that, and I just ignored it. I didn't respond, but she was 100% right. And I was trying to, at the time, I'm not going to deny that people like myself with my condition, I'm not going to deny that we have a hard time. Like, with our sexuality. I'm not denying that. But it doesn't justify anything I did. Because it was evil what I was doing. And I'm going to say this again. I said this before. All that stuff that I once said, I'm not taking the video down, but all the stuff that I once said, that's how much I was deep in that lifestyle. I'm gonna say it again. There's only 2 genders, male and female. Trans women are not women, trans men are not men. You cannot defy nature. You cannot make a mockery of God. You are the gender that God assigns you to. And yeah, that thing that I was with briefly, but I don't even want to call it a relationship at this point, it was wrong. That was not a female, that was a man. And it's something that I will never do again. And it's like I said, the more I read the Bible, the more I begin to analyze just how sick and how just mentally, and listen when I say this, how sick, how vindictive, mentally ill. There's so many words I can't even think of that can describe just a lot of the people that I dealt with for that lifestyle. And one thing a lot of them had in common was their family life, because mine was no better, but their family life, their home life was dysfunctional, or they were. Because I told you, I'm gonna just spill it all, guys. What made me come to my senses was when he told me. I ain't calling her no female. It was a he. He told me that when he was 11. It's sick to say this, but he was 11 years old. He had a grown man do the AR word to him. He said he was at a beach. He was at a beach. His mom was not by his side. I don't remember. He was saying how the mom wasn't around, and this grown man took him, I guess, under like, when you're walking on the boardwalk. I guess I don't really know where, but I just remember he said that he was like this white dude, grown dude, AR'd him, and if you know what that means, and that's only at 11 years old, and it just made me just really reconsider. I just said that's not even, I can't even process that. And when we were together, I just said, if I could ever find a person that did that, I would kill them. I said that. And having it happen to him, it doesn't justify dressing like a woman, dating men. It doesn't justify it. But this is what happens. This is the result of a lot of people changing their gender. This is the result of childhood RAPED or MOLEST. I gotta watch what I say. They blocked one of my videos where I was talking about my eating disorder. But guys, like I said, my relationship with my dad is no longer. I'm glad I still at least had my mother, and when I leave, I still will. I have to learn how to just be a little more, or be very independent. But I felt bad that his mom died. His father wasn't in the picture, and all the things he told me. I felt bad. I had sympathy, and I thought that two people with family issues can help each other. But the reality is, it's some kind of demonic spirit in a lot of homosexuals and lesbians that they have to have God break that out of them. Because I'm at the point where I really don't want to be around people at all like that. The Bible and the church tells me that, because in the service today they were saying how we should, I think it was saying move on. If you can't reach that person, move on, and they'll find their way eventually. That's not the exact quote, but I don't want that. I don't want to catch that spirit again. Some of y'all who were once former LGBT know what I'm talking about. But I'm just glad that I left that lifestyle unharmed. I don't have HIV, because that's another thing too. We'll just say, I don't like to be messy. I don't put nobody on camera. But let's just say that I'll just say somebody I dealt with had it, and I was okay with it. I ain't gonna say no names. Not gonna say when this happened, but somebody I dealt with had it. I was okay with it, because that point in my life, I just accepted anything. Because like I said, when you're alone, like the way I was living those 3 years, I was completely alone, completely vulnerable to just anybody who would talk to me or give me attention. But I learned that I don't need attention. I don't need people. All I need is God. That's all I need. With that being said, protect your kids because molestation, rape are the main sources of that lifestyle.